Innerscope Hearing Technologies has helped tens of thousands of hearing impaired consumers. And with me is the president and CEO of the company, Matthew Moore. So great to have you here, Matthew.
Great to be here. Thank you for having me.
So I was doing a little research. I didn't realize 48 million Americans have some form of hearing loss. And that's something people should take seriously. So can you talk a little bit about what this could mean if that is left untreated?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, hearing loss, it really affects the whole body. There's a lot of health issues that go along with it. Like, for example, it is connected to even dementia and Alzheimer's. That if you have hearing loss that's untreated, you're 5 times more likely to get dementia or Alzheimer's. It's also connected to heart disease, risk of falling, hospitalization, depression, even suicide. I mean, so really untreated hearing loss, a person can actually live 3 years less compared to someone that has hearing loss, but is using amplification, aka hearing aids. So that is where, hearing loss really needs to be addressed, and really needs to make sure that people really take care of that when they realize they actually have the hearing loss.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's interesting, and it makes sense. I mean, especially kind of the depression about it, because it's frustrating. It makes life more difficult just to live when you can't hear and communicate properly. So if there is such a wide problem, why are people avoiding getting treatment?
Yeah, I mean, it's for a lot of reasons. I mean, you have accessibility, you have affordability of hearing devices, you have the stigma, the denial, the vanity issues that go along with wearing hearing devices. But it really comes down to education. People really don't understand that they have hearing loss. So that is where we're all about. We're trying to bring access. We're trying to bring knowledge, awareness to hearing loss. Because once you bring awareness to hearing loss, it's kind of like breast cancer and the Susan B. Komen Foundation. You have colon cancer. You have all of these health conditions that's really have awareness over the past decade or so. That's really brought a lot of these conditions more to the surface, and really people have really started addressing that. And that's what Innerscope is all about doing. Is that we're trying to bring awareness to hearing loss, or bring awareness that if you have hearing loss, you need to get it checked, and you need to make sure that you get it get it fixed. You get it addressed by potentially wearing hearing devices or some sort of amplification. We're all about bringing accessibility to the underserved market, because that is where there's 40 plus million people that have hearing loss that is being untreated. There's over 50 million people in the United States that have hearing loss currently. That's less than 10 million people that actually are wearing hearing devices today. So that's a huge underserved market that Innerscope is tapping into as of now.
Yeah. Well, and interesting that there was legislation just recently passed that allows for more options, some over-the-counter options where you don't have to go to a professional. And that could be a more cost-effective solution for some people.
Absolutely. Yeah, that was a big, huge advancement over the past couple years. Right now, as of now, the OTC law has been passed, but the FDA, due to COVID, has delayed the regulations to get them out. It was actually supposed to be out August of last year. But because of COVID, the FDA has been really busy, obviously. Totally understandable. So that is where we've, right now there is 2 classifications: PSAPs, personal sound amplifying products, and FDA-Registered Hearing Aids. Innerscope actually has both those. We have PSAPs and FDA-registered hearing aids as of now. The OTC, over-the-counter hearing aids, those are going to be announced any day now. We're literally going to wake up one morning and the FDA has just announced these final guidance, these regulations that OTC has been announced. So that is where we're actually in the process. We have our devices. We have already FDA-registered hearing devices right now that we're selling right now. These are direct-to-consumer hearing devices that we're able to sell right now. A person does not need to go to see a professional, does not need to see an audiologist to actually get a hearing device.
Well, and I imagine, the number's around 40 million now, but we're an aging society. People are living longer. I would imagine that market would only get bigger. Like, how are you addressing that expectation?
Yeah, great question. I mean, we're really growing. We have our own e-commerce. We're already a wholesaler with Walmart. Our products are on Walmart.com right now. We are hooking ourselves up with many retailers. Pretty much every retailer you can think of, or big pharmacy you can think of, and even local and regional pharmacies, we're connecting with them right now to offer our products on their websites, on their shelves, once further clarification of the over-the-counter hearing devices become active. But really, which is fantastic news right now, is that we actually recently just signed a wholesale arrangement to offer our products with BJ's Wholesale Club. This is a brand new thing we've been working on for nearly a year right now, and we've connected with them. Our products are going to be available on their website within a matter of days. And what the great thing is that BJ's Wholesale Club, they really understand the necessity that their members. I mean, they have 6 million members nationwide, and they're a Fortune 250 company. They're on the stock market, and what this does is that our products are going to be able to help millions of their members. They really understand that their members need hearing assistance. So it is really it's a great business, but it's also a great humanitarian issue as well, because that is where there is millions and millions of people that are walking around with untreated hearing loss today, and that is where our wholesale arrangements. I mean, we're getting more and more each week, each month. We have so many in the pipeline, and that's where our company is really going to start addressing and helping these Americans that suffer from hearing losses because of our distribution path, our wholesale distribution path, as well as our own e-commerce.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you. And very interesting. I didn't realize all the technology involved in hearing amplification. So very, very interesting. Thank you so much, Matthew, for joining us.
Thank you for having me.